My name is Daksh, and I work with IMS as chief mentor for undergraduate programs. I am a lawyer myself from National Law University, Raipur. So just like you guys, I was a CLAT aspirant back in 2010, and I was actually a science student. So yes, I have been tutoring students for the last 5 years, and my subjects, my areas of expertise are legal aptitude and GK. Are you guys aware which 5 subjects are there in the entrance exam? I'm sure that basic awareness is there. Okay. So we will take you through this preparation journey, which will have, in which we'll cover all exams and all subjects. So what I'll do is I'll quickly show you where your classes will happen. Where they'll start from Saturday. We have this portal called live.imsindia.com. Live.imsindia.com is where all your classes will happen. When you log in here, you'll be able to see your schedule, and the ID and password you would have received on your respective email IDs. So when you click on go live, after entering your ID and password, you will be able to see your class schedule, day wise and module wise right here. Okay. One interesting thing with CLAT preparation is you get certain flavor of what you will be studying at law school later while you're preparing for CLAT itself. In the legal aptitude subject, we will take you through some basic laws like torts, contracts, constitutional law, criminal law, and it will help you develop some interest, some inclination towards the study of law. And a lot of students who have graduated, who have gone into law schools, have told us that the fundamentals, the concepts that we taught them were so clear that when they were actually studying those subjects at law school, they were able to follow it even better. So please pay attention in this very important subject during your CLAT journey, that is legal aptitude, and I assure you it's one of the most interesting aspects of your CLAT preparation. As I was saying, guys, criminal law comes in your third module in terms of your CLAT preparation, but we'll just do a basic introduction to criminal law today. And I'm sure it's one of the most interesting subjects that you study even at law school. And you'll relate to it a lot because of everything that happens in the society. Criminal law is something that we come across on a day-to-day basis. Whenever there is news, whenever there is articles being shared, there is some aspect of criminal law in the news every day on a daily basis. Kabhi sedition law hota hai, kabhi domestic violence case hota hai, kabhi rape case hota hai, kabhi murder, kabhi abetment to suicide. In some or the other form, you will come across criminal law on a daily basis. Okay? So you will be able to relate to it a lot. Can you tell me what is a crime? So when I say criminal law, can anyone tell me how do you define or how do you describe what is a crime?
An unlawful activity.
Meenakshi, can you be a little louder?
An unlawful activity.
Okay, unlawful activity. So who decides what is unlawful and what is not?
The judiciary.
Judiciary decides. Not really.
Like a judge.
Judiciary punishes you for not following the law, but judiciary doesn't decide what is the law. Okay. In general. Gauri, what do you think?
The legislature which makes laws.
Yes, the legislature which makes laws. And who's the law-making body in India?
Parliament.
Parliament. And the parliament comprises of?
Rajya Sabha and
Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha.
And the president.
Yes, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and the president.
Rajya Sabha,
and,
president.
How is a law made then in the parliament?
in the Lok Sabha they pass a bill, then it is
It undergoes 3 readings.
Okay.
And then it is goes to the Rajya Sabha,
Okay.
where they finally vote on it, and the president signs on it. Or the
So
speaker
bill
signs
can
on it,
be
I'm not sure.
initiated only in Lok Sabha, are you saying?
Money
it
bills
can
can be initiated only
Money
in Lok Sabha.
bills, yeah.
Okay, so going back to our civics class basically from 8-9 standard, right?
Yes.
So yeah, you're correct about that. So the laws are decided by the legislature, and any unlawful activity which is prohibited by the criminal law of the country is what is called a crime. ठीक है. So crime cannot have a universal definition. What may be a crime in India may not be a crime in some other country. Can you think of a law which might be different in some state, but in other states it's legal? For example, in Maharashtra, lottery. You know about lottery? Lottery tickets. So lottery tickets are legal in Maharashtra, but not legal in other states. ठीक है. Casinos. Do you know which state in India has legal casinos?
Goa and Daman and Diu.
Goa and Daman ka I'm not sure. Goa definitely has. ठीक है. So what I'm trying to tell you is that crime changes. The definition of crime, what is a crime and what is not, changes from place to place. And not just place to place, it also changes from time to time. Section 377 IPC ka was declared unconstitutional. What is IPC?
Indian Penal
Indian Penal Code, which is the main criminal law in our country. Earlier, any kind of intimacy between two people of the same sex was punished under the Section 377 IPC. It was an archaic law. It had to be changed. But now it's no longer a crime. So are you aware of this? And are you aware of a practice? I'm sure you've read in the history books, there's a practice of sati, abolition of sati.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
So when the husband dies, the woman is
Husband,
burned
yeah.
alive on his corpse.
Right. So sati at a time was encouraged. You know, people used to encourage the widow to kill herself, to go into the funeral pyre of the husband, and it was encouraged. And you know, people used to praise if someone used to do that. But now, if you indulge in anything like that, if you provoke someone to commit sati, you are legally punished. You are criminally
Liable,
charged
yeah.
for doing such a act. And same thing goes for dowry. Are you aware of dowry?
Yes.
So dowry has also been prohibited by Dowry Prohibition Act 1961. Before that, dowry was also encouraged in India, and it was completely legal. So crime ka definition changes from time to time and place to place. Remember that. Okay? But how do we define crime? Any unlawful act or omission which shocks the conscience of the society. This is very important aspect of crime. Crime does not affect just the person who has been the victim. Crime affects the society as a whole. Okay? Why do I say that? How does it affect the society as a whole? Can you tell me? When I say that crime affects the society as a whole, why do I say that? Let's say if a person has been stabbed, at his place, at his home, only that person and his family is the victim. Then why am I saying that the entire society is affected?
Because the
The
society
unlawful gets
be
influenced. The people around also get influenced by unlawful activities.
Yes, influenced, or you could say that people get affected. Think of your neighborhood. If there is a theft in your neighborhood, if someone has been kidnapped, if someone has been robbed, suddenly the entire society, the entire locality feels vulnerable that अगर इनके साथ हुआ है तो मेरे साथ भी ऐसा कुछ हो सकता है, right?
Fear, there's a factor of fear.
There's a factor of fear. There's a lot of media coverage also that goes around it. Crime is an unlawful act or unlawful omission. Even omission can lead to a crime. How can that happen? Can you think of an example? What do I mean by omission? Not doing an act. Okay? Something that I was supposed to do, but I did not do. So can you think of an example where not doing an act can lead to a crime?
Yeah, no,
Witness the crime, you should speak against
murder.
it.
Sorry?
Yeah, no, conspiracy to commit a murder, something like that.
Right.
So you don't do it, but still you're charged in the court.
Correct. So that's an example, but it's not an omission. That what you're saying is a inchoate crime. It's a separate concept altogether. Omission could be something that you were supposed to do. It was your legal duty to do something, but you did not do. Okay. For example,
Suppose if you see an accident,
okay.
and you don't call the ambulance, like a basic example.
So, sir, directive principles of state policy, do they come under this?
No. Directive principle comes under constitutional law. Those are like guidelines given by the state that you should do this, you should not do that. But those duties are not enforceable in court of law. As in, if the state doesn't follow it, it's not like you can drag state to the court. But if you do not follow your legal duty, you can be dragged to the court. So what we are talking about is a law of negligence. Okay? For example, let's say a patient was being operated upon. Okay? He was undergoing a surgery. The doctor, applied local anesthesia to him and then gave him a morphine drip or do you know what is morphine? Morphine drip. So it's supposed to strengthen the patient. So he was hospitalized and he was being given morphine drip. Now the nurse was supposed to pull out the morphine after 2 hours. Okay? But she did not. So after 2 hours, the morphine kept going into his body, and because of excessive dosage of morphine, the patient was paralyzed and ultimately he died. So now not pulling the morphine drip back outside is also an unlawful omission, which will attach criminal liability to the nurse and in effect to the whole hospital. We will talk about this concept called vicarious liability, that for the acts of the employee, the master is liable. So in this case, the hospital would be liable for what nurse has done. We'll talk about more of this. Okay? So are you clear on the unlawful act and omission part? Act to is anything which you do, which you are not supposed to do. So something as simple as jumping a traffic signal. Can you guys tell me, smoking is a crime? Is smoking a crime? Smoking a cigarette?
No. No, sir, I don't think.
Only
In
in some
areas where
cases,
it is prohibited.
It's your personal choice.
like
Smoking a
You're
cigarette
not
Yeah,
supposed
only in
to
areas
smoke.
where it's
Yeah,
prohibited.
in
as
areas. Okay,
smoking is
what are those areas?
like front of
non-smoking zones.
refineries, front of
Non-smoking zone.
refineries.
So by law, smoking in public is a crime, in any public place. It could be on the street, it could be on public park, it could be a theater. Wherever public can be present and you smoke there, you are committing an offense. And whenever I use the word offense, offense always means crime. Okay? There are different types of wrongs also in law. So not everything that you do wrongly leads to a crime. It may or may not be a crime. There is also something called civil wrongs, which are not per se crimes, but they are still wrongs as per law, something that you are not supposed to do. We'll talk about that in our lecture on torts law, but today we'll restrict ourselves to criminal law. Okay. Do you know what is the punishment if you commit a crime? How does the court punish you if you are committing a crime?
Under the provisions of the IPC.
So IPC is one criminal law. There can be other laws also which punish you for crime. For example, are you aware of cyber crimes, cyber bullying, stalking,
Yes, sir.
hacking? Okay. These are covered under Information Technology Act. But can you tell me what are the forms of punishment for committing a crime?
Sentenced to death, life imprisonment.
And so it's either jail or
Social
death
work.
penalty, nothing else.
Social work.
Social work.
Yeah,
Fine.
my physics.
Now you're referring to US laws. वो US
Yeah,
laws.
no, sorry, I got it.
Fine, that's payable.
Books में you might have seen, huh? Sorry.
Fine. You have to pay a fine to the court
Fine.
for minor crimes.
Yeah, so either it's penalty, fine, or imprisonment or death penalty. Now, death penalty is not a rule. It's an exception. Remember that. In India, death penalty is given in the rarest of the rare cases. Okay. Talking about types of crimes. First type of crime that you can think of is against human body and life. What do you think are the types of crimes against human body and life?
Murder.
Murder.
Murder. So murder,
Attack.
there is a term in law which we call culpable homicide. You know the meaning of homicide? What is homicide?
Death.
No, homicide
Not
is
completely.
Homo sapiens side. So side means killing
Killing.
and homo means homo sapiens. So homicide means killing a human being. Similarly, you would have heard of genocide. What is genocide?
Mass killing.
Genocide is mass killing of a particular genus, a community, a sect. ठीक है, जैसे हम बात करते हैं गुजरात 2002 riots or 1984 Sikh riots. So there are a particular community was targeted and killed. That is what is the genocide. Similarly, suicide. Suicide means
Self-murder.
Killing yourself.
Self-killing.
oneself. Killing yourself is suicide. So side means killing. What do you mean by infanticide?
Killing of babies.
Killing of a fetus.
Killing of newborn babies.
Feticide is different.
Yeah.
Infanticide is different. What is feticide?
Killing of the fetus.
Killing of the fetus.
In the womb.
Maybe while he was in the womb.
Yeah, yeah.
And infanticide is killing an infant who's a baby, a toddler. Okay, that's the difference. Now, coming to homicide, culpable. Culpable homicide means a homicide for which someone can be punishable. Culpable means for which a homicide for which someone can be held guilty. Or let me rephrase my question. Is every killing of a human being punishable?
No.
No.
So can you
No.
give
Some people.
It's a self-defense.
Self-defense.
Panya,
Yeah,
I'm not hearing
self-defense.
your
Right.
voice. Panya, you also have to talk. Panya?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What about you? What do you think?
Not much of a topic.
So my simple question is there any killing of a human being which will not actually be punished by law?
If a victim
Abortion?
kills a person in self-defense.
Okay, that is a self-defense. What else?
Abortion? It's up till 24 weeks, 20 weeks.
Abortion technically will not amount to homicide because the baby is not yet born.
Okay.
In cases where the victim is a threat to society.
For people who there's a
So you
shoot that side order.
counter?
Well, using euthanasia.
Euthanasia is something
That's
else. You know what is
voluntary. Euthanasia is voluntary.
euthanasia is mercy killing. When someone is in vegetative state and he's completely on life support system and you inject a syringe and just kill him, that is what is euthanasia. But in India, again, only passive euthanasia can be given when someone is on a life support system. You cannot take active euthanasia saying that I'm in extreme pain, please kill me. You cannot get that. So anyways, are you aware of police encounter?
Yes.
Yes.
In police encounter,
Yeah.
police will not be charged for crime. And also killing a person under death penalty, would that be punishable?
No.
No.
No, right? So because that's under force of law. So not every homicide is punishable. The homicide that is culpable for something that for a homicide for which you can make someone guilty is what we call culpable homicide. Okay? Culpable homicide can amount to murder, cannot amount to murder. Okay? We will discuss this part in detail when we come to our criminal law lecture. Culpable homicide is done. What can be other forms of crimes against human body? How can you commit a crime against human body or life?
Acid attack, rape, kidnapping.
Kidnapping.
Kidnapping, I heard. Before that,
Acid attack and rape.
Attack and rape.
rape you said, na?
Yeah, and
I also
acid
said
attack.
acid attack.
Acid attack, okay. What else? Any other? Can you hurt a person without killing him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that also is an offense in India.
Abatement?
Abatement, yeah.
Abatement suicide?
Grievous hurt, when you hurt someone so badly, it's just one step short of killing him. That is also called a crime, grievous hurt. Okay? So that sums up types of crimes against human body. Are you able to follow so far, or is this becoming too much complex to understand?
No,
it's
we can
fine.
follow.
Yeah.
It's fine, na?
Yeah.
ठीक है. Types of crimes against property. ठीक है? Can you tell me what are the types of crimes against your property? And before that, can you tell me what are the types of property?
Physical
One
property.
is the land and all that.
Commercial and
Assets.
private.
Tangible and
Physical
intangible.
property.
So tangible, intangible is one line of difference. What is tangible, Gauri?
Tangible basically means we can see and touch,
Physical. Yeah, it has
and
a physical
intangible
form.
is we cannot touch. Yeah.
Yeah, so intangible doesn't have a physical form. What is the other type of difference? Movable property and immovable property. Give me example of immovable property.
Land.
Land.
Okay.
Building.
Huh?
Buildings.
Sorry, land के बाद क्या बोला? I didn't get it.
I said building.
Buildings, okay. Land, buildings, house, property, any kind of property which is, an accommodation, a shop, a residential premises can all be immovable property. What about tree? Is tree a immovable property? Or
Yeah.
orchards, apple trees?
They are immovable. Unless and until you don't plant a new sapling.
So is a tree by itself, a bamboo tree or let's say a mango tree by itself, a movable or an immovable property?
Immovable.
Immovable.
Okay. What
The
if I cut
movable
it down?
property.
What if I cut it down?
The
It
roots
won't
remain there.
be alive. So there's no
Roots
point.
remain, but roots by itself will not generate a whole tree, right? If I chop off the tree and I carry it with me, then it becomes a movable property. As a standing tree which is rooted to the ground is immovable property. Okay. Now tell me, what are the crimes that you can commit against movable property?
Theft.
Theft.
Chain snatching.
Theft is a very common crime against property. What else?
Chain snatching.
Pickpocketing.
Larceny.
So there's a crime called criminal misappropriation of properties. Theft is when you take away someone's property. Okay? Criminal misappropriation is when you catch hold of someone else's property and you appropriate it to your own use. Okay? So for an example, let's say, can you see on the screen, there's this dog pulling out a purse out of the person's pocket?
Yeah.
Yeah. This will be theft because this is a overt act in which you are taking a property out of someone's possession. This is pickpocketing, which is theft. Okay? Let's say if this gentleman was walking on the street and the wallet, the purse fell out of his pocket. Okay? It was not pulled out of his pocket, it fell out by itself. The dog or the person came from behind and picked up that wallet and started using the money for his own use. So this is the example of criminal misappropriation of property. What is the difference between the two?
Theft is taking something, and the other one is
Basically,
it just-
knowingly and unknowingly.
you don't. Yeah.
Yeah. So the
No.
idea is when you take property out of someone's possession, you commit theft. Okay? When there is no possession in the first place and you use that property to your use is criminal misappropriation. Okay? What can be crimes against immovable property?
Trespassing.
Trespassing. I enter the property without your permission. It will remain a civil wrong. But if I enter the property with an intention to commit crime on your property against you, I'm holding a gun or I'm committing a robbery, then it becomes a criminal trespass. So this is a crime against immovable property. Okay. Anything else against immovable property?
Damaging the property?
Yes, damaging the property, immovable property is also. So how can you damage an immovable property?
Set somebody's land or farm on fire?
Intentional burning.
And
Break something.
जो BMC ने किया, what do you think against Kangna Ranaut? Was that
Absolutely
crime.
wrong.
was that a crime?
It was wrong.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
If
No, I
that
don't
is
think it was a
crime-
crime.
Yeah.
No, it
I don't
should be
think
a
it was a
crime,
crime.
but
But
won't be
that is
punished for it.
wrong. If that is illegal, then they should visit Bandra heritage site so that they can see what illegal means.
हाँ,
I
ठीक
don't
है,
think
but
it was wrong.
That's besides the point. It all matters who's caught. ठीक है. Now Riya Chakravarti ko they have caught for drugs, but it's not like no one else does drugs. It's just that who's caught for it and gets punished. ठीक है. She can also say, it's not just me, the entire Bollywood is like that. But it's about who gets caught. So what happened in Kangana Ranaut's case, on face of it, doesn't appear to be a crime, and BMC is not committing a crime. BMC is going under a government order. ठीक है. वो state government का कुछ rules हैं और वो rules के against जाके वो कर रहे हैं. But yes, if you destroy someone's property, and have you seen these guys who put up advertisements and banners and pamphlets on other people's property?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is also a crime. It's called mischief. When you destroy or diminish the value of someone's property, it's called mischief. Okay. So will you remember all these terms that we have discussed today? What is criminal misappropriation?
Using somebody else's property when it's not in their possession to your own needs.
Correct. Meenakshi, what is theft?
Taking someone's property from them.
Taking someone's property
From them.
from their possession. That's the important
From
part.
their-
So don't forget that. Dishonestly. Panya, what is kidnapping?
Kidnapping is like taking away children from the parents' custody.
Correct. And what is the age limit?
Age limit for boys is under 16
Hmm.
and for girls are under 18.
Okay. Sania, what is culpable homicide?
Culpable homicide is which is not punished. The killings that are not punished.
That is not punished.
If I'm not wrong.
No, you said the exact opposite. Culpable homicide is the homicide for which you can be punished. Culpable means
okay.
someone can be made guilty for it. Culpable का term का मतलब ही वही होता है. So is it clear?
Yeah.
So tell me, were you able to follow everything that we've discussed today?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you finding it interesting? Legal aptitude?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I think it was a great run. Acha, by the way, this Saturday, after your class, there is also a session at 8:30 p.m. with a lawyer who's working with one corporate law firm called Khetan and Company. Have you heard of this top law firm, Khetan and Company? So he's going to come and talk about how to build a career in corporate law, what it entails, what is a day in the life of a lawyer like. And we are going to have a series of such sessions with super lawyers. So we will have people from a variety of career options. So there will be lawyers who are working in sports law. Have you heard of sports law? We
Yes.
will call a lawyer
yes, sir.
maritime law. Have you heard of maritime shipping laws? We will call a lawyer who's working in intellectual property rights,
Yeah.
copyright, trademark.
IPR, yes.
So the idea is to give you some understanding as to what are the variety of career options available to you. And then, it probably gives you some aspiration what to go towards. And we will be there with you throughout the journey till the time your admission is complete. And we would like to see you in the top law school. So please practice hard, study hard. अगले 2 साल या अगले 1 साल जितना भी टाइम बचा है ना आपके पास क्लैट में, सब कुछ भूल के सिर्फ क्लैट के लिए प्रिपरेशन कर लो. So I think that brings us to the end. Thank you so much for joining today. Good night and see you very soon.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
do all
sir.
Thank you,
remember my
sir.
name now. Feel free to contact me for any queries. I'm there on the Telegram group with you all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir?
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Sure. Someone has a question, can stay.
Yeah. I just wanted to know one thing. We do have 2 lectures at one day, as in 6 to 7:30 and 8 to 9:30. Is it necessary to attend both of them or just one?
No, of course. Your batch days and timings, whatever it is there, whatever is the frequency of classes, you should attend all. However, in case on some days, you have a assignment or an exam coming up and you tend to miss a certain class, it will be available as a recording on the same portal. So you can come and watch the class recording later.
All right, understood.
Don't make it a practice. Attend classes live so that you can ask questions then and there.
Okay.
ठीक है?
Sir, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What is the ideal, how much time should you give to CLAT in a day?
Keaton, you will be surprised with what I say. You don't need to give more than 30 minutes. but those 30 minutes have to be extremely productive. Okay. And that 30 minutes is apart from the newspaper and GK reading that you do. So for other subjects, you just need 30 minutes, do a few questions, do a few topics every day, and keep consistent. So 30 minutes daily for the next 1 year can make a world of a difference to your score and ranking. Rather than, those people who slog towards the end, they start studying for 12 hours, 13 hours suddenly in the last 1 month. That will not help with CLAT.
Okay.
Okay. Any
And
other questions?
sir, like when should we start writing mocks or more tests?
Mock tests actually would come at a later stage in your journey. First, by January, we are trying to finish your basic syllabus. Once your basic understanding is clear, the concepts are clear, then you can start taking full length mocks from February.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I just also want to know one thing. I've been browsing the net for so many days, but unfortunately I haven't gotten a proper current affairs website. Do you mind telling us any?
See, while we will discuss this in your GK classes also, but just to give you some understanding to start with, you can go for this website called affairscloud.com and start reading editorials on good websites like Economist, Hindu, and New York Times if you want some international perspective also. But Economist and Hindu and even to an extent BBC are a good source to start. But wait for your classes, we will tell you. अभी तो simple एक newspaper पढ़ना start कर दो on a daily basis. And CLAT is a completely exam based on reading. जितना ज़्यादा आप read करोगे on a daily basis, उतना ज़्यादा आपको help होगा.
Okay, understood.
And what material should we read on a daily basis? Like
reading newspaper. First thing newspaper. And उसमें एक editorial section होता है, opinion editorials. Start with that. Daily at least 2-3 editorials पढ़ो because the test is completely reading based and it'll test your stamina कि आप कितना time read कर पा रहे हो इतना सारा content. So if you have not yet, take a free CLAT mock test on our website. आपके MyMS portal पे भी available है just for you to understand कि what CLAT is asking exactly. ठीक है? चलो, we will answer all your queries in subject-wise classes. It was great meeting you all. Thank you so much for joining in. I wish you all the best and look forward to seeing you in the classes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.